So let's take a quick look back at how we got to this point. It's only going to take a few minutes. Sit back, grab a beer or grab a coffee, and enjoy yourself. Some of this stuff's pretty neat.
And we all know what this is. It's the HEMI Jeep, and it went home, but it seems like it reproduced itself because look what showed up in its place in the midst of a snowstorm. Another one, but it's two-wheel drive, and it's the cab-only deal that I worked out with a buddy who's building them. We got another Coyote engine that came to replace the bad one that was in the Studebaker, and you'll hear more about that as this goes on. You'll also see it run and drive. But I had to push this thing out and get back to work on that MR2 because it needs a few things. Now, it's a really clean car, but I had to do brakes, and you'll see why in a second. But we go through these brakes, we go through a couple other things, and you do see that Studebaker pull out under its own power. So hang in there, take a look.
It's right at the freezing mark, but I don't have the heat on because I don't really care. I'm dressed warm, I'm used to this kind of weather. What I want to do is get these wheels off, get it up in the air, and I'm going to change all four rotors and pads. This car is all original. It's 91 and it's only got 100,000 on it. So for that many years, that's not a lot of miles, which means it's done more sitting than it's done driving. So first thing is brakes, and let's get that done. You know how I'm always complaining about how much snow we get and you never seem to see it on the videos? Well, we got it. We got the snow. So I thought it'd be cool to grab the camera and go out to this truck that has not run in a couple of days. And it is freezing cold, 10 degrees. Let's see if it fires up. That's freaking awesome. I might as well let it warm up. I bet it's cold inside. I'd say we got what I always complain about, right? Too bad this thing doesn't have a plow on it. When you live in this part of the country, you get used to this weather, but you know what? This is a bit of a freak snowstorm because 12 to 14 inches dropped in 24 hours, and it's frozen, so it's pretty light. But I was telling my son, he's holding the camera there in bare hands, so I think I'll talk longer and make him wait. But I told him, I said, 2 guys, 2 hours, we'll shovel this whole thing by hand. It is 2 guys, and 2 hours is not it. It was closer to 4 hours, so I'm about done. You guys have room to bring your trucks here, so you know who I'm talking about. Get it in gear, let's drop it off. Well, you know what they say, winds breed wins, right? Well, since that got done and is waiting to go home to Idaho where it lives, we now have this thing. Looking at is a 2005 Dodge Durango from Texas that is 2-wheel drive. This is the first one that's 2-wheel drive. I always mess with these Durango chassis being 4-wheel drive. Well, so I'm stoked to have it, and I'm gonna get right to work on it. I'll bet you're wondering why we have this Coyote Studebaker still around. Well, we had an engine issue with the one that was in here before, and the long and short of it is we got another engine, and now that it's in, this thing fires on the button, the gauges are connected, everything is running and ready to go. I'm just doing the AC. We got a big AC unit that's going in here, and pretty much just reassemble the front end of this thing, and I can actually take it for a test drive. Now, I can't drive it very fast or very far because it's on open headers, first of all. Second of all, it's well below freezing here. It's very cold outside. I don't even know that this thing would get out of the driveway right now. So, not to mention, this belongs to someone else and the underside of it is pretty clean. I'd like to keep it that way. So the reality is we may not get to test this thing at speed until it's on the dyno, which it is going to the dyno so that it can have a proper tune after it gets a front end alignment and a proper exhaust system. So once those things are done, then we'll do the whole shakedown video where I put in-car cameras and we do a nice smoky burnout. I just wanted to do a quick update of where it is, what it's doing, and why it's still here.
When I do that,
What?
don't turn it on.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
And I'm gonna knock the helmet down and squeeze the trigger and go, God damn.
Yeah, but I loosened them here.
Oh.
But I wouldn't even worry about that because this thing that we have right now, this is what I needed to see.
That's what you need to see.
I don't really even care so much if this is on. I guess you do if it's
Blasphemy.
yeah, it's an absolute.
So yeah, it goes.
The cable will come out of that. So then, what? It's up to us to create some sort of bracketry to hold this pig in place.
Pretty much. Here's a universal mounting bracket. So I'm guessing.
I see it like that. You can do this.
Whatever way it works, right?
Yeah. Or you can hang it, which I don't believe it has a lot of torque. It's internal.
Right.
The motor's internal, so it's not like we have to hold it from twisting.
No.
Like,
No.
okay.
My concern is, remember, you got to run a tube with shit, with the guts, with the puller. That's what I'm thinking. It might.
I mean, this is okay right here. There's gonna be a cover. I'm probably gonna put a flat cover all the way across this and then build some small little corner access or something stupid to cover the fact that the cover stops here.
Right.
I'll probably notch it and put it there and go straight across.
But see, it can't go like that.
Why can't, isn't that the way you need it to pull?
Yeah, but it has to be in line with it.
In line.
In
With
line
that?
with that.
Well, I thought you said we could make an offset.
Well, you can, but how much is that thing gonna?
What is its radius limit? Let me see the.
It's set up here. It was a thing that's.
It's going to have a minimum radius.
Yeah, they put it up. There was a thing right here. Maximum to 3 inches.
Yep. So you can see it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, take this somewhere. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
So this
Like,
is too close.
If we put, well,
It's too close. You'd have to be out here
Yeah.
for this to work.
Yeah.
So, will it look over there? Will it fit if this cable? The hood won't shut. It can't be above this.
right.
What is the configuration to make the wipers Oh, you can.
It's
Well, you
gotta-
could.
It's got to pull from an end every time. So it doesn't make
Okay, so it doesn't make shit bit of difference what shape we connect the
right
rod.
what way we make it.
Because that one could hang kind of, you know, like this over there, and this one can hang where it goes, and they can do that.
Yeah, it still has
But if
to
it
go
doesn't
in.
help us, then fuck it, it doesn't matter.
Now, can we do this? Does it fit like this, where we can just come off of it? You see what I'm saying?
You can, yeah.
Like, if you had it standing on end kind of thing over here. Here, let me see. Like,
That's still not 3 inches. But if it pulls from an end, what does it care if you were this way with a giant loop?
oh, it wouldn't. Yeah, as long as the thing was long enough.
Because if that sat there,
If it's plenty long enough.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
All right, yeah, because that's plenty long enough to do it.
Let me see the end of it.
Which one is that?
No, I'm just gonna make an imaginary curve and see how it acts. No, you're good. It'll go.
Yeah.
It'll go.
All right.
Let's just put it there. We'll go in a bit.
Right.
Like, honestly, like, see here where it's open, where it's wide open?
Yeah, right.
Right there.
Yeah, we got plenty of line for that.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yes.
the wind chill's -40, they're saying. That's why they're saying 10 minutes, or this summer gig was like 10 minutes of exposed skin.
Frostbite.
You need the hospital.
Yeah.
All I know is that's cold.
It hadn't been that cold in a long time.
Yeah. Attached
Yep.
up in here?
Yep.
Okay, because that's how it's gonna go.
Yep. That's 12 or 13 hours just to get it to this point. It will fire on the key, you can put it in gear, and you can move it out. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in the morning when the sun comes up. It's supposed to be 40 degrees tomorrow, and I'm hoping that it is, because right now it's like, I don't know, 15, and I'm excited to see this move under its own power. So that's how we got to where we are right now. Stay tuned to the channel. More of this stuff is coming. We're going to get some more on-road, more in-car, and a lot more exciting stuff is coming off the truck this week. So wait until you see what gets delivered. We're going to have a pair of almost identical builds going on at one time. So I'm excited about that. Thank you again for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I thank each and every one of you for paying attention, leaving a thumbs up. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.